legislative events, private gatherings, student groups, and tours by supplementing the Michigan State Capitol grounds. Close calls for some road workers who were in construction zones over the weekend. Diane Cross with the Michigan Department of Transportation says there were 3 or 4 areas where drivers crashed into those work zones.
Just last night, I believe 3 or 4 of our projects that were working overnight were run into in the sense of barrels knocked over, people driving through them or having crashes in them because either they didn't read the signs and merge over, or speeding or distracted or road rage or whatever, and then therefore endangering workers.
Cross says last year, 3 workers were killed and 65 others hurt while in road construction zones. Today kicks off National Work Zone Awareness Week with transport officials urging drivers to slow down and be careful. MDOT is asking everyone to wear orange on Wednesday so people will talk and think about being safe in those zones. Michigan insurers that require health providers to get pre-approval to cover treatment will have to promptly respond to doctors' requests, or those requests will be automatically granted under legislation signed by Governor Gretchen Whitmer. Supporters say the law enacted Thursday will speed delays in care and providing more transparency around the process known as prior authorization. Starting in June 2023, a non-urgent request will be deemed as granted unless an insurance company acts to grant or deny it. WSGW News Time 910. I'm Mike Percha.
Here's your WSGW Weatherology forecast. As we go throughout Monday, we'll see isolated showers and thunderstorms throughout the day with cloudy skies and a high of 62. Monday night, we'll see scattered rain showers with cloudy skies and a low at 37. As we go into Tuesday, we'll see mostly sunny skies and a high up of 62 degrees. Wednesday, showers and thunderstorms are likely with cloudy skies and a high around 70. Going into Thursday, some lingering rain showers in the morning, then partly sunny skies with a high of 52 degrees. Looking into Friday, it'll be partly sunny and we'll see a high of 47 for the day. I'm meteorologist Amanda Edwards with the WSGW Weatherology forecast. Currently 49.
Now, the only local radio talk show offering you the chance to ask your questions and express your opinions from around your block to around the world. The Art Lewis Show is on 100.5 and 7 W and online, WSGW.com.
Good morning and welcome. Welcome to another edition of Wsgw. Nice to be with you this morning in our Saginaw Spirit home studio. And we're going to have lots of time for open phones later on this hour. We'll have Representative Amos O'Neal joining us at 10 o'clock this morning. And we'll look at Rocket Grab Plus on Focus this morning. But we're going to start out this morning. Anybody who's done any home remodeling, done anything in the home construction area knows that it is right now frightfully expensive to get things done. Well, maybe you can save some money on some of the things you need for your home. We're going to find out about that this morning because we welcome back to the program our good friend Henry Reyna with Habitat for Humanity. Henry, good morning to you.
Hey, good morning, Art. It's a great morning, great sunshine.
Yeah, now.
Yeah,
now. It wasn't that way earlier. So Habitat for Humanity, everybody knows about them building homes and remodeling and things of that nature. But the restores have been around for quite a while. Tell us.
Yes, actually, we're celebrating 35 years here in the Great Lakes Bay region. And, the way that we facilitate these projects are selling the donated items here in our store. And some are brand new items, some are gently used items.
So when we talk about items, we're talking about almost anything you find in a home, right? From doors to plumbing to toilets.
Yep, absolutely. Else. We have a big selection of kitchen cabinets, dishwashers, microwaves. We've got a pallet of glass block that you would put perhaps in a basement window situation or shower.
Or glass wall.
27 by 34 inch glass block, unframed. That's on our Facebook page, along with a brand new Omigo. So if anyone's shopping for a little scooter to get around, we've got a brand new Omigo on our Facebook page.
So typically, what are we talking about price-wise?
Oh, we're talking very sharp prices for a great value. So typically, if something sells for $100 brand new, we will have it in our store somewhere in the neighborhood of, and every item is a little bit different, but somewhere in the area of maybe $35.
Oh, wow.
So there are bargains to be had here, from kitchen cabinets, dishwashers, trim board, baseboard, chair railing. That board is currently selling for sale, big sale, 25 cents a foot, which normally sells in the stores for $1.10 a foot.
Yeah.
So anyone looking to do some trim projects, we have the wood for you. We have a plethora of kitchen sinks and bathroom sinks. Those sinks are going to be half off in the plumbing department, along with our kitchen cabinets and furniture such as couches, recliners. All those items in the furniture department are going to be half off as well. So big savings coming.
So half off the price that you put on it originally, which is already reduced, right?
Right. So there's a rocker recliner and a living room couch that's downstairs for sale. It's $300. So out the door, those items will be $150. They're leather, and the couch has two recliners on both ends.
Wow. So
yeah.
Where are you located? Where is the Restore? There are two of them, right? Saginaw and Owasso?
Yep. We're located at 315 West Holland here in Saginaw, right next to the Panda House alongside the river. And yes, we do have an Owasso store as well. And both the Owasso store and Saginaw, I just replenished with a lot of books. So if you're interested in a great novel, come see us either in Owasso or Saginaw. We have a lot of books, and those books are going to be half off as well.
Wow. So what kind of hours do you keep?
Well, we're open Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. And also with regards to all these great opportunities to furnish your home and upgrade some things, we're looking for some employees. So I'm looking for an assistant manager in the Owasso store, and I'm also looking for an assistant manager here in the Saginaw location.
So not only can you find things you need for your home, but you can also get a job.
Yeah, absolutely. Join a fun team, having big fun here.
Well, we should remind everybody you are closed today.
Yes, we are closed today. Yeah. Just grinding.
Where do most of your items come from?
They come from a variety of locations. From I had a doctor retire here just recently and invited me to his office and literally said, "I don't want anything here. Please take it all." And so we had, computer tables, computers, monitors, waiting chairs, on and on and on. And just last Friday, I had a call from another doctor who was transitioning from his home to a retirement home at a condo and located here in Saginaw Township, and said, "I don't want most of what we have here in the house, so please tell me what you will take." And very nice quality furnishings.
All right. So there it is, Restore for Habitat for Humanity. You can save yourself a lot of money, and you can help them with their need for money. Now I'm going to drag you into another subject.
Okay.
You didn't know about.
Yep. Thanks, Art.
That's all right. For those of you who don't know, and I've known Henry a long time, he was a retired Saginaw Township police officer. He has a security company, and he does training, firearms training and safety training and all of that. There is a movement coming out of Washington, D.C. I'm sure you're familiar with things called ghost guns. Guns that don't have any serial numbers. You can buy the kits, you build them. They don't have any serial numbers. They're not registered. You can't trace them. There is a movement coming out of Washington to require that they have some type of identification, that there be background checks and all of that. What's your thoughts?
Well, immediately my mind goes to something that's untraceable is something that's going to be used for nefarious reasons. We just can't have that. Not items like firearms. We need to know a little bit about them. And then I can only imagine that there's some of your listeners that are cringing because, I'm siding with the people that say we should have an ability to know where this is coming and going to. There's just a necessity for it. These items are just too dangerous.
Well, and it would seem, since every other gun has to have a serial number and has to be registered,
right?
Once you put these things together, they're as potent as anything else. You would think that there should be some requirement that they would, comply with all the other laws that are out there.
Right.
They don't, apparently.
And I've talked to people about this topic, and I'm willing to sign up for anything and register for anything and put my name and social security number and date of birth over everything that I own. I don't care. I'm not committing criminal acts. The government can know everything that I own. I'm okay with it.
And they do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But I just this whole ghost gun thing, and typically we're going to hear the same argument that's always given, and that is, well, once you let the government get their foot in the door, it'll be more and more, and there'll be other things that come along. And that may be true, but you have to look at each item individually, don't you?
Right. And again, I register my car. I register, there's so many items in our lives that are registered and vetted. I'm fine with it. I'm sure there's some of your listeners that are not, but.
All right. Well, I just wanted to get your opinion on it before I let you go. I know you got a busy morning. We'll chat with you again, my friend.
Yeah. Thanks again. And invite all your listeners. Come in. This week is a big half off special.
Half off special at the Restore for Habitat for Humanity.
A lot of items. Yep.
Just out of curiosity, do you know, are they going to be building homes this summer?
Oh yeah, we've got many projects in the chute ready to go, and
right.
We're just waiting for the weather to cooperate.
Yeah, we'll catch up with you down the road. Talk to you again.
Thank you very much. Take care, Art.
Bye.
Yep, bye.
Henry Reyna, and he's with Habitat for Humanity, and as I also mentioned to you, former Saginaw Township police officer, now retired, and trains in security issues and firearms, and good guy. All right, it's going to be open phones now for the remainder of the hour, so you can give us a call, and of course our number is 989-752-6111 on any topic you want to chat about. I want to chat about giving away some money. So it's time to play WSGW's Baseball Bucks presented by Stone Specialists. Right now you can qualify to win the daily cash prize of $1,000 by entering the following word online at WSGW.com. And the word is slugger. That baseball player, he's a real slugger. It's an Alpha Media Company-wide contest. You must be 18 or older to play. One winner chosen each day. Complete rules at WSGW.com. Baseball Bucks presented by Stone Specialists here on WSGW.
Annette Glenn pledged she'd fight to cut car insurance costs. She pushed legislation giving drivers more choice, reducing premiums. Coming soon, a $400 refund check per vehicle. Annette Glenn got the job done. Paid for by Annette Glenn for State Senate.
Start your next project with help from Menards. Fence your yard the easy way with panels. They can be installed in a variety of ways to meet your needs, such as pet containment, garden fencing, and more. Save 11% on all no-dig fencing. Get 11% off everything now at Menards. Good through April 16th. Savings are a mail-in rebate. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
Save big money at Menards.
What's done more to improve overall health and wellness, modern medicine or personal hygiene? Actually, it's both. But considering that bathing went mainstream in the 1800s and brushing your teeth in the 1900s, isn't it time for something new, like cleaning your nose? Nose is the body's air filter for trapping dirt and germs, the first line of defense against allergens, bacteria, and viruses from getting into your lungs. But how do you clean your nose? With Navage. Navage isn't medicine, it's more like plumbing. Navage uses powered suction to pull saline in one nostril to the very back of the nose where germs can get trapped and multiply, and then out the other nostril, flushing out mucus and microbes so you can breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier. Join over 2 million others and find out for yourself how refreshing and easy to use Navage is. At Navage.com, Walgreens, CVS, Navage, clean nose, healthy life.
I'm Elizabeth McDonald, and this is the Fox Business Report.
COVID lockdowns in China are creating more uncertainty about the global economy, and economists polled by Reuters are predicting the Fed will raise interest rates by a 0.5 percentage point in both May and June to contain inflation. Tesla CEO Elon Musk has decided not to join Twitter's board. Twitter stock is losing ground. China-based electric car maker NIO says it has suspended production because COVID-19 restrictions have disrupted. NIO says there will be a delay of deliveries for many customers in the near future. And retail software company Shopify wants to split its stock 10-for-1 to make shares more accessible to investors. Shopify provides software and services to companies that sell things online. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Ginny Coselda, invested in you.
Any supplier can drop a box outside your door. But if you want a partner who delivers great customer service too, rely on Cintas. Your dedicated service reps can deliver what you need to smoothly. From essential cleaning products to hygienically cleaned apparel, fire protection services to first aid and safety supplies. That service you can't get from a box.
Oh, I'm ready!
Visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday.
Economists are warning that sanctions against Russia could trigger devastating inflation, worse than the current 40-year highs. Hi, this is Stephen K. Bannon, and I urge you to protect your savings right now with a gold IRA through Birch Gold, the only company I trust for gold. Just text the word SECURE to 989898. Kit on how to protect your savings with gold. So text the word SECURE to 989898.
The CFOs that get it, get it. The CFOs that don't. Behold the CFO, the Chief Financial Officer. This isn't some bean counter. Today's CFO is critical to the strategy, growth, and profitability of the business. But in growing companies, there are two kinds of CFOs. One who's struggling to keep up with spreadsheets everywhere, manual processes, errors, and lack of visibility into the numbers. It takes weeks to close the books. And one who's on top of their game. Automated reports, inventory, e-commerce, and HR flow into the financial model seamlessly. Insights. This CFO uses NetSuite by Oracle with visibility and control of your financials, inventory, HR, planning, and budgeting. NetSuite is everything you need to grow all in one place. That's why NetSuite is the #1 cloud financial system used by over 29,000 growing businesses. Like I said, the CFOs that get it, get it. The CFOs that don't. Head to netsuite.com/radar for a special one-of-a-kind financing offer. netsuite.com/radar. netsuite.com/radar.
The WSGW Morning Team Show.
The WSW online poll involves Michigan's criminal justice system, with former Detroit Mayor Kwame Kilpatrick, who did spend time in prison for justice. He's promoting an initiative to allow prisoners an opportunity to reduce sentences. It's called the Good Time Ballot Initiative. Could reduce a prison sentence through productive activities such as taking college classes, anger management, rehab from substance abuse, even credit for being a veteran. Michigan is one of 11 states that do not have any earned time or good time laws in place for prison populations. Signature gathering is going on now to try and advance the initiative. Our poll question: would you support a law in Michigan to allow prisoners to reduce their sentences using a good time law or any earned time? Yes, no, or you're not sure. Make your votes by going to WSW.com, scroll down the homepage, find the poll box, and access the vote that way.
The Morning Team Show, weekdays 5:30 to 9 on WSGW.
Check swing, shot fair down the third base line. Just a quick little stroke, and he punches it into the corner. In to score comes Meadows. Jamer Candelario, RBI double.
The Tigers play 4:50 today on 790 News Radio WSGW.
All right, back with you here on WSGW, the Art Lewis Show. Just before we get to the phones here, I just want to finish up that discussion I had with Henry about ghost guns. The proposals will be that the manufacturers and sellers of ghost guns will have to be licensed. The guns will need to carry a serial number. There has been a proposal to change the, if you will, the definition of a firearm to include the frame of a gun, so that a ghost gun frame would be considered a firearm and have to have a serial number on it. And most law enforcement agrees with it, and there's not been too many objections, I don't think, from even the gun community. The problem is now, of course, that's not where he's going to stop. Biden will also call on Congress to ban the sale and possession of ghost guns. And some of this is going to, face resistance from the gun lobby, no doubt about it. But that's where it's at. Personally, I don't have a problem with a serial number on a ghost gun. Every other gun has to carry a serial number, and I think a ghost gun should too. Don't have a problem with that. Let's talk to Scott in Saginaw. Scott, good morning.
Hey, morning, Art. How you doing?
Doing well, thanks.
All right. Well, I got a topic here. I know. But after the verdict here that we got with the Whitmer case, where the jury found at least two of the guys credible that it was the FBI or some rogue agents in the FBI that were trying to manipulate these men into committing a crime for whatever reason.
Whoa, Scott, just a minute, Scott. Is that what it said? All I heard was that there were two guys found not guilty. Now, that didn't say the FBI was the responsibility of that. I just want to make sure
their defense. That was their defense.
That was part of their
FBI
defense.
Led them into this.
That was part of their defense. Yes, I will agree with that.
Okay. And I just wanted to kind of just throw some bricks out there with this. We see now that it sounds like maybe some FBI agents were involved in this for whatever reason. I don't know. But if we look back, and I don't want to keep rehashing, but 2016, we know factually James Comey, Agent Strzok, and Agent Page, all of the FBI, colluded together to help overthrow Donald Trump. There were rogue agents in our FBI. We know, too, even with Jesse Smollett, here's a Democrat. What he did, he hired two black guys. One of them, his lover, posed as white guys and mega people and beat them. The Democrat that was in charge of that case, Fox, said, well, there's nothing here. She let it go. Another Democrat in power. And so I just kind of want to end on this one. The January 6th thing here now looks like people have been saying FBI agents were involved in it. Now, after looking at all these things, it sure looks like that's the case.
How do you figure that?
That there was
just because somebody said so?
Well, it looks like, because that's the testimony that's coming out.
So
we're
that's
seeing that the Democrats in power, some of the Democrats in power will do anything to keep that power. They'll shoot themselves in the foot and say, well, a Republican did that. And so it just like when we look at January 6th, who are they investigating? Only Trump, only those around him. What about Nancy Pelosi? What about Mayor Bowser? Where are their emails? They're Democrats. Where are their emails? We can't see them. So this tells me there's a Democrat. And so that's why they're not actually looking into this case. And then if you're listening, now the committee is divided and actually going forward with this. Why? Because they see they're going to get themselves in trouble again with false information.
Well, I don't know that that's their reason, but they are divided. There's no doubt about that. But they also say they say they found the smoking guns. Now, I haven't seen it. You haven't seen it. But
no, they don't. They do have the smoking gun, and it's pointing at themselves.
Well,
because they seem to be the ones behind this. Well, I'm saying that because we see over and over now the last few years, the Covington kids, we know that it was the Black Hebrew Nation guys, in the Native Americans that were the ones that were racist against the Covington kids. But the media and the left came out and said it was the young, innocent white kid who was the racist. We see these people don't care on the left. They're going to say what they want to say, to do what they want to do, to remain in power.
All right.
And if that sounds conspiracy,
it sounds like exactly what both sides do. That's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like.
not really.
I mean, you know, and listen, Scott, I understand, and I agree with a lot of the premises. The part I don't agree with is when you say the FBI. The FBI represents thousands and thousands of men and women. Some few, very few. The FBI represents thousands of men and women who do their job every day to protect you and me. And just like other law enforcement agents, they get a bad rep because of a few bad apples in the barrel. And you just have to be careful when you say, oh, it's the FBI. No, it's not. It's a few people in the FBI.
Exactly. But let me end on this end. A few people, James Comey, Peter Strzok.
Yeah, you keep saying those names. We all know their history. They're done. Their history.
But look what, Art, look what a few.
Yeah, they could do nasty things.
We're still fighting over it.
Yeah,
The
absolutely.
country's divided.
Absolutely.
Because with
But
three, with a few.
That's right. But it doesn't slight the men and women in the street doing their jobs. That's my point.
No, exactly. Oh, I'm not trying to smear any of them. I thank God.
Well, yeah, but you say it, the FBI, the FBI, the FBI. You have to distinguish. So, I mean, it's just
if people, well, a few people in the FBI with power.
Much
that's why I
better.
say those with power. Some of those with power.
some of those with power. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Exactly. And look what just three of them did.
Yep.
They tried to overturn an election. Three of them.
All right.
So what do you think
Good
if
enough.
we have more of them doing it? All right.
Well, you listen. What did you do for a living, Scott, out of curiosity?
I really don't want to say because I don't want people to figure out who I am.
Okay. Were there bad apples in your barrel?
There's bad apples everywhere.
And would you want to be judged by them?
I agree with profiling. I agree with having an MO. If people are doing something over and over, then let's call it what it is. That's
Specifically. I don't disagree with you there. All I'm suggesting is you have to be specific and not make it sound like, oh, the FBI is bad. The FBI is not bad. But there are people in the FBI who are bad.
But that's why I keep saying Democrats in the FBI with power.
Well,
that's why I keep labeling it Democrats in power. That's who I'm saying. I'm not saying the FBI. There's people in there. No, I'm not bashing the FBI. I support our police. I'm not against any of that.
All right. Let me ask you this one last question.
A bad apple.
All right. One last question. You think there are bad apples in the Republican Party?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. That's all I wanted to know. That's all I wanted to know. They are everywhere. Exactly. All right, Scott. Hey, have a good day, friend.
All right.
Take care.
All right,
Bye-bye now. Lines open for you. Give us a call. It's the Art Lewis Show here on WSGW. And let me take a moment to tell you about my friends at the Thalen Auto Group, specifically Thalen Honda on North Euclid Avenue in Bay City, because, I mean, all you have to do is drive around and look at lots, and you know that dealers are suffering with a lack of product. They don't have a lot of new cars on the lots. But they have a lot of cars in pipeline. So I suggest you stop into Thalen Honda and secure yourself a new Honda on order while you still can and while they're not all spoken for, because they sell them as fast as they get them. And with gas prices where they are, remember that Honda was ranked first among full-line automakers in the 2021 EPA report at 29.1 miles per gallon, 3.7 miles per gallon higher than the industry average for the 2020 model year. Plus, the 2022 Honda Civic has won the prestigious North American Car of the Year award. And if that's not enough, the Honda Ridgeline was ranked first among the longest-lasting trucks. So stop in today, sit down with a Thalen Honda representative on North Euclid Avenue in Bay City, and find out what's in the pipeline and reserve one. You reserve the car of your dreams before it's too late. Now, if you're looking to move up with a pre-owned vehicle, remember this, the Thalen Dealerships, all there on North Euclid Avenue in Bay City, have one of the largest inventories in the Great Lakes Bay region, all inspected, ready for immediate delivery. Check them out online at thinkthalen.com. Remember this, the Thalen family has been serving your automotive needs for over 45 years. The Thalen Auto Group.
Your home is your safe haven, and energy-efficient window treatments can make it feel even more comfortable throughout the year. Hi, this is Marianne from Warden Interiors in Frankenmuth, and we are celebrating business. Save big with rebates on qualifying purchases of energy-efficient shades from Hunter Douglas that help keep your home cool in the summer and warm during the winter, all while helping you save on energy consumption during the Hunter Douglas Energy Smart Style Savings Event. Vignette Modern Roman shades offer contemporary glamour with luxurious fabrics, while Sonnet Cellular Roller shades beautifully diffuse light to create a soft glow. Duet Honeycomb shades are the industry's leading energy-efficient window treatments. They feature a special cellular design that traps air to keep your home insulated from outdoor temperatures. Hunter Douglas window treatments can help you save on energy costs in every season. Don't wait to shop the Hunter Douglas Energy Smart Style Savings Event now through June 20th. Warden Interiors, celebrating 60 years. We'll help you bring it all together.
Spring is here. Longer, warmer days, trees budding, perennial flowers blooming, and the return of our state bird, the robin. What we're not looking for is flooding, thunderstorms, and of course, power outages. No one wants to be caught off guard with the sump pump problem during a heavy downpour. Reyna Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning can help you plan ahead to avoid a flooded basement. They sell and install primary electric pumps, as well as water and battery-powered backup pumps. Reyna Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning can also bring you back to normal from a wet basement with maintenance or replacement of a flooded water heater, furnace, or boiler. Trust the experts with your plumbing and heating mechanical needs in your home. You have a family doctor. Do you have a family plumber? Reyna Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, 989-792-8738. Or find them on the web at reymaplumbing.com.
Any way you spell it, Reyna means quality.
As a Blue Cross Medicare member, managing your medications from home is simple. With our easy-to-use prescription drug plans, you can get the medicine your doctor prescribes from your even delivered by mail. For the trusted care you need and want, Blue Cross will be here with more convenient ways of getting it, like we've been for more than 80 years. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan. Confidence comes with every card. To learn more, visit bcbsm.com/senior options.
What's for dinner? Burgers?
After last week, no thanks.
Avoiding foods due to fear of diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools? It may not be just stomach issues. It could be EPI, or exocrine pancreatic insufficiency. EPI can cause uncomfortable symptoms because it's a condition where the pancreas doesn't release enough digestive enzymes to break down food. But EPI can be managed. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor about your symptoms. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Hey, moms and dads, grandmas and grandpas, WSGW and Fashion Square Mall are inviting you to bring out the kids and grandkids for some fun. At Fashion Square Mall, it's our kids' world from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. 3 hours of activities and events sponsored by Francis Ray Academy. A family-friendly day for everyone. Powered by Sarah Automotive in Saginaw. Enjoy the bounce houses brought to you by Bouncing Bellas and MDS International Airport. Easter Bunny Pictures sponsored by Freeland Sports Zone Summer Camps. An Easter Egg Hunt sponsored by LifeChurchMichigan.com. A stage for events sponsored by Capoco Credit Union with some prize giveaways, on-site vendors, and more. Something for all ages. It's our kids' world at Fashion Square Mall. Saturday, April 16th, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Presented by Fashion Square Mall and WSGW. Find information online at WSGW.com. You are with WSGW in the premier kitchen and bath gallery showroom and design center studios.
All right, we're back with you here on WSGW, the Art Lewis Show for this Monday morning. And let's see, Mark is up. Mark is in Essexville. Good morning, Mark.
Good morning, Art. How are you, sir?
Doing well.
Hey, just to dovetail off Scott, I don't see it as a rogue agents, FBI agents. I see it as they got caught because they were still on the payroll. And then at Scripps, they also say they were communicating, getting marching orders from somebody from the FBI. That being said, at the top of the creme, wouldn't it be Christopher Ray that needs to for what's going on in that operation?
Probably, if he knew about it, and if it was a rogue operation, yeah. It traces back to whoever the boss is, whoever gave the order. But you also remember this.
Seems...
If an agent, and we're not going to any case, if an agent goes out and exceeds his authority, he acts as a rogue agent. That's and by definition.
I know this might be a touchy subject for you, and I'm not here to bash anybody, but I'm just concerned that no accountability for Christopher Wray, but yet his popping up under situations that we haven't seen before in history. But there's never any investigation. There's never anything done with the criminal acts of the way I see it that is being done on the FBI. But we'll go to a different subject. My concern is I saw in the news the other day, Ukrainian women were going over to Poland filling out applications, and they were saying they just want to get jobs. They just want to work. I also saw on another channel men coming across the border who were getting free phones, free goodie bags, and, well, I don't know about the housing, but a free place to stay, and then they can travel anywhere they want in the United States. How come there's no accountability under this administration for that?
Whoa. Who's coming to the United States? Tell me which group you're talking about. You talking about Ukrainians? Or are you talking about...
No. Third world country. There's a war going on with Ukraine and Russia right now, and Poland's taking in refugees.
Yeah, right. We all know that.
From there.
Yep.
And they're showing on there women filling out applications just wanting to work, just wanting to...
Yeah, okay.
And what I'm seeing coming across our border is grown men.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. Yeah.
Getting goodie bags, getting phones, getting all kinds of places to stay and being shipped across the United States. Who's paying for the breakfast, lunch, and dinner?
You are. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Well, that's the policy of this administration. And if we don't like it, then it's time to change the administration. That's the bottom line. That's the way it works.
Right.
Because that's a policy decision, not a criminal decision. You may not like it, but it's a policy decision. And if you don't like the policymakers, then you get rid of them.
No, I understand that. But in the meantime, if somebody gets hurt or injured by somebody that has been dropped off, is there accountability for the family to go after the government, being they were a sponsor?
No, probably not. You go after the individual that committed the crime.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
All right. Good enough, Mark. Thanks. Bye-bye now.
Yeah, have a good day.
And Zeke is in Saginaw. Zeke, good morning to you.
Hey, how you doing? Two topics. One kind of the same as last caller, Scott, with a little different twist. So I think what they're pointing to is that you have these rogue people. The problem is the government's job is typically there to look for wrongdoing and tell you you're wrong. There's not a lot of good that comes out of these agencies, whether it's the IRS or the FBI. For example, even the IRS, we still don't know who released the tax information for these wealthy people, which is a clear violation. And, I can pick and choose things, but that's the problem nowadays, is these are very punitive organizations, and one bad actor, two bad actors can do a...
Yeah, well, there's no doubt about that. No doubt about that.
Yeah.
But by the same token, without those organizations, you have anarchy. And for the most part now, hear me out, for the most part, overwhelmingly, they do their job and they do it properly. Yeah, you can point out issues. You can point out examples. That's true. But you have to look at the big picture too. And the big picture is, for the most part, these agencies do their jobs and they do their jobs very well. It's the idiots that are out of control that somehow we have to wean from these organizations.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we could go on further on that, but I don't want to take too much time. So, dull discussion. The other thing is, like, you have this the Pride people on. What was it, Friday? I think it was.
Yep, I did.
Here's what I don't understand in closing, like when they're on there, right? Because I see this at work in this push. You know, the one fellow was like, me and my husband, you know, we're like anyone else. We still have a 2-year-old that acts up, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, so?
Why does he, yes, exactly. Why? Yes, so. Why does he need to point that? I don't see heterosexuals out there saying, hey, me and my wife.
Well, I say me and my wife all the time. I say that all the time.
On radio? On the radio?
Oh, boy, if the conversation requires it, I do. I talk about my wife all the time. She doesn't like it, but I do.
I think that he's pushing it out there to try and convince you that he's right in what he's doing in his social life.
Well, technically by law, he is. Now that the courts have ruled, the Supreme Court ruled that marriage between two men or two women is legal, he is within his rights. Totally.
Exactly.
Completely.
You're making my point.
So what's wrong with it?
So why does he need to be in an organization that advertises? Is this like a brainwashing
Well,
thing?
no, it's because
two men together is a normal thing.
It's I don't know, how can I put it? You know, groups that have been suppressed or oppressed, or call it what you want, tend to come together to support themselves, and that's just the nature of the beast. And it's you know, whether you like it or not, it's here to stay.
Yeah, look, I don't care if someone is. That's their business.
Exactly.
But
I understand what you're saying. You don't want it in your face, and
exactly.
Yeah. All right. Hey, I got to run. I'm out of time here. I got to take a break. Talk to you later. Take care, Zeke. Take care. Bye bye now.
Have fire damage?
Respond, recover, rebuild, hammer restoration. It's all about skill.
With any kind of fire and smoke damage, you need help now. Call your emergency response leader.
Hammer restoration. Respond, recover,
Call Hammer Restoration, a family-owned business serving your friends and neighbors in the Great Lakes Bay region for over 50 years.
Welcome to retirement. Now, replace your paycheck. To local financial coach Kevin Ray, this is what retirement planning is all about.
Building monthly paychecks. And how you build those monthly paychecks is going to determine how well in retirement you're going to enjoy it. So sit down and build a good framework, and it starts with income.
So build your framework with Kevin and the team at Insight Folios today by calling 888-885-PLAN. That's 888-885-7526.
Drive.
We're planning a trip to Spain later this year.
But our Spanish is...
It's pretty bad. So we're using Babbel.
Babbel's conversation-based method teaches you real-life words and phrases. And with Babbel's interactive, bite-sized lessons, you'll remember what you learned.
There's no easier way to learn another language.
Ahora hablamos español.
He just said, now we speak Spanish.
Babbel, language for life. Now try Babbel for free. Just text radio to 64,000 to start learning a new language today. RADIO to 64,000.
COVID-19 moves fast, and now you can too. If you feel symptoms, even if they're mild, you should test fast. Test positive and at high risk for severe COVID-19 with authorized oral treatments that can be taken at home and must be taken within 5 days from when symptoms begin. COVID-19 moves fast, and now you can too by asking your healthcare provider if an oral treatment is right for you. Learn about a treatment option at treatcv19.com. This message is sponsored by Pfizer.
You're the one who protects the flock, and that requires an eye for detail. Because when safety and well-being are on the line, it's the details that can save lives. Even when no one else is watching, you see everything. Grainger gets you, and we're here for you, and all the ones who get it done with a wide range of safety products and solutions. Plus, board consultants here to answer your questions. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
On the next Markley Van Camp and Robbins show.
Well, the FBI lied again.
How are we going to hold these people accountable? Federal Bureau of Liars.
Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins. Weekdays at noon on 100.5 and 790.
All right, we're back with you here in the Art Lewis Show on WSGW. A Monday morning going. Oh, by the way, I wanted to lighten things up just a little bit, tell you about something going on you might want to get involved in. If you're looking for something to do this summer, 1 week in the summer, the Dow Great Lakes Bay Invitational, the LPGA tournament held at the Midland Country Club, today announced it is opening volunteer registration for the 2022 Dow Great Lakes Bay Invitational from July 10th through the 16th. They're going to need more than 800 volunteers for the upcoming tournament. And here's what you get there is a $45 registration fee. However, here's what your Dow volunteer package includes for the GLBI. 2 tournament branded golf shirts, so you already got your $45 worth. A choice of a visor or a hat. Weekly grounds access with a volunteer badge to the tournament grounds. 2 additional complimentary weekly grounds passes. Free breakfast and lunch during volunteer shifts. And an invitation for 2 to the volunteer appreciation party following the tournament. So if you want to learn more about it, you can go to www.dowglbi.com/committees and find out more about the various committees that are out there and what you might be able to volunteer for. And you will also find information just at the Dow Great Lakes Bay Invitational website, dowglbi.com, and on Facebook, and you can find all kinds of information about it. So if you're looking for a fun thing to do and see some of the best women athletes in the world, best athletes, period, in a lot of ways, think about volunteering for the Dow Great Lakes Bay Invitational. Again, it runs July 10th through the 16th. And it's at the Midland Country Club. There are a couple other events that are outside of the country club. They have a qualifier coming up in Frankenmuth, and they have off-site practice grounds, and they have first tee opportunities, all kinds of things going on. So it's a great event. I work it every year and will continue to do so because I absolutely love it. And the people are great. And it's a beautiful, beautiful setting. But just to deal with these athletes, to watch them perform the way they perform, absolutely spectacular. I'm usually the starter on the first tee, so I get to see them tee off. And the fluidity of their swings, the distance they can hit the ball is just unbelievable. But that's why they're on tour, because they have the talent. Not everybody does, that's for sure. But these young ladies from around the world are really very special athletes. Take our last break this hour and close out. Tell you what's ahead next hour when we come back.
We're proud to make Pioneer Sugar for you and your family. Proud to be found in your kitchen, the heart of your home. And it doesn't really matter what you make with Pioneer Sugar, whether it's with our granulated white, light brown, or soft confectioners. It's the memories you'll make using it that will matter the most. Pioneer Sugar, pure and all natural, made from sugar beets grown right here. What could be sweeter than that?
Public transit provides more than just a ride. It keeps our community connected. Safe, reliable, affordable transportation option for everyone. We take your elderly neighbor to the doctor, your friends' children to school, and some of your favorite smiling faces to their jobs. Public transit is here to help you make your connection.
Sponsored by the Michigan Association of Broadcasters and Michigan Public Transit Association.
RocketGrabPlus.com.
This week's deal on RocketGrabPlus.com is for Saginaw Jelly Ball, located at 906 Lapeer Avenue in downtown Saginaw. You are going to get a team of 12 for Jelly Ball for only $150. Saginaw ever 3D blacklight Jelly Ball arena in the country and Michigan's only 3D Jelly Ball Arena, just blocks away from the Dow Event Center. Head to RocketGrabPlus.com right now to snag your deal.
RocketGrabPlus.com.
Straight Talk Wireless now has the new iPhone 13 with cinematic mode, which lets you focus on what matters. And with Straight Talk, you can focus on getting the best deal. Our Silver Unlimited plan is just $45 a month for unlimited talk, text, and data. And it runs on the largest, most dependable networks, now with nationwide 5G. With the iPhone 13 on Straight Talk, you can share whatever you want, wherever you want. 5G capable device required. Actual availability, coverage, and speed may vary. See terms and conditions at straighttalk.com.
Are you a do-it-yourselfer or a direct-it-yourselfer?
Every weekend, people tell us about overspending on projects they could have handled themselves for lots less money.
And we hear from people who ended up overspending because they tried to do something they should have called in a pro to tackle.
Well, we'll help you sort it out. I'm Tom Kreitler.
And I'm Leslie Segretti. Got a remodeling or a repair project?
We can help you decide whether to do it yourself or direct it yourself this weekend on the Money Pit Home Improvement Radio Show.
Saturday mornings at 9 on WSGW.
All right, we're heading up toward the top of the hour and news at the top, but we'll tell you that after the news, we'll be chatting with State Representative Amos O'Neal about a number of state topics. That'll be coming up right after the 10 o'clock news, and then after we are finished with Representative O'Neal, we'll open up the phones for more open phones. So stick around, and we'll be back to talk to you right after the news coming up at the top of the hour.
From the Premier Kitchen and Bath Gallery Studios, WSGW, Saginaw, Bay City, Midland, WSGW FM, Carlton.
CBS News on the Hour, presented by Indeed.com.
I'm Vicki Barker in London. As this army volunteer in eastern Ukraine prepares to face approaching Russian forces.
Everybody a bit scared. That's normal. That's war.
Ukraine is preparing for a robust Russian offensive in the east. New satellite images show an 8-mile convoy of Russian military vehicles headed to the Donbass region. Ukrainian army volunteers are digging in and short on weapons. Some towns have emptied out as civilians flee the violence.
CBS's Naomi Ruckham, Germany's foreign minister, says there's strong evidence of Russia in Ukraine. In Washington, the Biden administration announces new rules today targeting what are known as untraceable ghost guns. CBS News White House correspondent Stephen Portnoy has more.
While they make up just a fraction of the firearms seized by police, homemade guns are a growing percentage. And the White House says they've been used in nearly 700 murders and attempted murders since 2016. The new regulations will bring so-called ghost guns under the same rules as other firearms, requiring that they have serial numbers and be purchased through a federally licensed dealer.
In Cedar Rapids, Iowa.
Shock, anger, grief, disappointment, just a few of the emotions that I'm...
Tiffany O'Donnell after a nightclub shooting yesterday that left 2 people dead and 10 wounded. Coronavirus. New COVID-19 cases climbing back up in some parts of the country, but White House COVID response manager Dr. Ashish Jha tells CBS Mornings there's no cause for significant concern.
I do believe we're going to see cases go up and down. Obviously, if it gets substantially worse, we're going to want to look at issues like masking. But at this moment, these numbers are still quite low, and I think we need to continue focusing on protecting people with vaccines and treatments.
In Washington, D.C., 4 people have died of overdoses. 3 others OD'd but were revived after they took what police believe was a tainted batch of narcotics.
The deaths happened within a 24-hour period beginning Saturday, all within a mile of one another. Some of the victims were homeless. Police aren't saying what the drugs were tainted with. They're searching for the dealer. On one day in January in Washington, 9 people died after taking drugs laced with fentanyl, all within a were among 14 people, most of them seniors, who overdosed. 2 people have been charged in that case. Christopher Cruz, CBS News, Washington.
Johnny Depp and Amber Heard will be facing off in his $50 million libel case against her. CBS's Deborah Rodriguez has more.
Depp claims the actress defamed him in a 2018 opinion column in the Washington Post when she wrote about being a victim of domestic abuse.
Jury selection gets underway today. This is CBS News.
Hire with minimal effort and maximum success with Indeed. Their powerful hiring platform helps you attract, interview, and hire candidates all in one place. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
We're live in Michigan with a superhero who just came to the rescue.
Actually, I'm a weed farmer.
But aren't you single-handedly defeating the evil Dawn and saving wheat quality?
Whoa, yeah.
That's superhero stuff. Did you use laser beams shooting from your eyeballs?
Better. I use Spherex fungicide.
No laser beams.
Be a hero with best-in-class Dawn reduction. Spherex fungicide from BASF. Always read and follow label directions.
RocketGrabPlus.com.
Why are you paying full price when you know that you can save money at RocketGrabPlus.com? You can check out our deals right now from Salon Blue Day Spa and Boutique, 120 Fitness, Uplift Creative Center, Woody's Hot Dogs, Wonder Burger, King's Fish and More, and the Hamptons Boutique Tanning and Salon. Half off? Yeah, it's true. And it's all at RocketGrabPlus.com.
RocketGrabPlus.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. It's powerful to people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
Live from the 100.5 and 790 newsroom, this is WSGW News.
Sunny skies and 49 degrees at 10:05. Good morning, I'm Mike Purcell. Criminal charges have been filed against the Genesee County Clerk John Gleason, is intimidating or interfering, plus willful neglect of duty. The charges follow a 2-year investigation into Gleason by the Tuscola County Prosecutor's Office, which was appointed by the Michigan Attorney General's Office after Genesee County Prosecutor David Layton recused himself from the case. Exact details of the investigation haven't been made public, though authorities do say the charges stem from 2 female staff members in the clerk's office. Gleason's arrest last week follows the arrest of the Genesee County Deputy Clerk and Election Supervisor Kathy Funk last month. Funk is accused of ballot tampering and misconduct in office while she was the Flint Township Clerk. Michigan Lieutenant Governor Garland Gilchrist will be in Sanford today to visit the Sanford Dam. He'll be highlighting the historic infrastructure investments of the Building Michigan $100 million to rebuild the dams that failed after severe flooding in May 2020. The investments will be accompanied by work to continue rebuilding roads and bridges, protect clean drinking water, expand access to high-speed internet, increase funds for state and local parks, and more. Gilchrist will be joined by the Sanford Village President Dolores Port and Dave Kepler, President of Four Lakes Task Force. Community members are invited to celebrate the grand opening of the new patient tower at My Michigan Medical Center Alpena during a public open house Friday, April 22nd from 12 to 3. A ribbon cutting with remarks will be held at 12:45. Guests will be able to see several areas of the finished building, including one of 60 new private patient rooms on self-guided tours. Guests will also be able to see the medical center's new lobby and entrance, operating rooms, nursing stations, and more. Square-foot patient tower took 2 years to complete and cost $63.5 million. WSGW News Time 10:07.
Your home is your safe haven, and energy-efficient window treatments can make it feel even more comfortable throughout the year. Hi, this is Mary Ann from Warden Interiors in Frankenmuth, and we are celebrating 60 years in business. Save big with rebates on qualifying purchases of energy-efficient shades from Hunter Douglas that help keep your home cool in the summer and warm during the winter, all while helping you save on energy consumption during the Hunter Douglas Energy Smart Style Savings Event. Vignette Modern Roman shades offer contemporary glamour with luxurious fabrics, while Sonnet cellular roller shades create a soft glow. Duet Honeycomb shades are the industry's leading energy-efficient window treatments. They feature a special cellular design that traps air to keep your home insulated from outdoor temperatures. Hunter Douglas window treatments can help you save on energy costs in every season. Don't wait to shop the Hunter Douglas Energy Smart Style Savings Event now through June 20th. Warden Interiors, celebrating 60 years. We'll help you bring it all together.
WSGW News Time, 10:08. The weather forecast is coming up. That a jury didn't convict any of the four men charged with planning to kidnap Michigan governor. Other evidence of political polarization in the U.S. A defense lawyer for one of the men says it shows freedom still exists, and the men's actions were nothing more than rough talk. But to others, Friday's outcome following a weeks-long trial was a chilling example of the kind of political violence that's raging across the country, too often unpunished. They say people are increasingly angry and they feel emboldened to act upon it. Two men are acquitted for their role in the alleged 2020 plot, while the jury could not agree on charge against two other men. They may be retried. News for boaters and homeowners in Michigan worried about erosion and flooding. Here's Michigan News Network's Greg Bowman with details.
U.S. Army Corps of Engineers says water levels have fallen dramatically over the past 2 years and are now expected to be only slightly above average this summer. It was just 2 years ago the Great Lakes water levels had risen to record highs. Water levels in Lake Sharon in Michigan rose 3 feet above average and set a new record, but currently the level's only about 8 inches above average. That means lake levels have fallen about 28 inches over 2 years. Lake Superior's also seen. The Army Corps of Engineers says heavy rainfall in 2019 and 2020 is blamed for many of the record-breaking lake levels over the past 2 years.
The leader of the Michigan Supreme Court says she's tested positive for COVID-19 after experiencing cold-like symptoms. Justice Bridget Mary McCormick said in a statement she was tested Saturday and had notified the court's other justices and close contacts. McCormick says she is fully vaccinated and has had 2 booster shots. Court spokesman John Nevin said he knew of no current illnesses among the 6 other justices and that McCormick planned to follow COVID-19 quarantine guidelines. She's been a justice on Michigan's highest court since 2013 and became the Chief Justice in 2019. WSGW News Time, 10:10. I'm Mike Percha.
Here is your WSG forecast. For today, we'll see a chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms across the area, high temperatures staying around 65, and winds out of the southwest between 15 and 20. For later on tonight, we'll see partly cloudy conditions and a low around 38. On Tuesday, we'll see lots of sunshine and highs near 62, with a south wind at about 5 to 10. Showers and thunderstorms likely Tuesday night, lows around 49. And then thunderstorms likely on Wednesday, with high temperatures staying around 70. I'm meteorologist Nick Carlisle with the WSGW Weatherology forecast. Right now it's 52.
Now, the only local radio talk show offering you the chance to ask your questions and express your opinions from around your block to around the world. The Art Lewis Show is on 100.5 and 790 WSGW and online, WSGW.com.
Well, good morning. Welcome back to hour number 2 of the Art Lewis Show here on WSGW. Delighted to have you with us on this Monday morning. Brand new week here in the month of April. And we'll have open phones later on, but we're going to start the hour off talking to State Representative Amos O'Neal. Good morning, Representative O'Neal.
Good morning, my friend. How are you?
We're doing well, Amos. Thank you. I hope you are too.
Yeah, beautiful spring day.
So recently, I heard you and Ken Horn discuss attracting businesses, new development to the state of Michigan so we can bring people back into the state and create jobs and all of those things. How far along are we with that process of trying to equalize Michigan with the rest of the country?
Well, I think we're on a good track. As you know, the senator and the Senate side and the House on our side, we put forth $160 million SOAR package for opportunities for those current businesses and future businesses to realize we're serious about the economic engine in Michigan relative to the EV industry. Right sizing and getting ourselves positioned for that. And also, Senator Horn's got a new initiative, just brand new. We just talked about it this morning at our bishop breakfast, relative to some new technologies that he's working on, relative to satellite distributions in upper peninsula area. So you have to reach out to my friend. And I don't want to steal his thunder, but he's got some great news here this morning, So really exciting time. We talked with our superintendents, particularly about how education also plays the economic development of our state. Right sizing the rigorous platforms for training for our students is very, very critical as we evolve from the combustion engine, if you will, into EV, and then those other technologies that are out there. And so a great meeting this morning. And I want to commend our superintendents in Great Lakes Bay region for being forward thinking. It's led by Dr. Jeff Collier from ISD. And all of the superintendents were there this morning. And it's just good to know for our listening audience to know that we're in good hands in terms of leadership with our educational institutions in Saginaw County, and we're poised and ready to make those quick transitions, in terms of education, but also making sure we're connected with the community, the faith-based community, the business, the city government, county government, so they all know what we need to do. We're at the table, and that was brought out this morning too by Jeff.
Let me move to a different topic right now. How is your district changing under the new drawn lines from the commission?
Yeah. Yes, the districts obviously have changed for all of us. My district still retains previous Saginaw City, Buena Vista, large part of Buena Vista. I lost a little part of Buena Vista to, I think, District 97. And also I lost part of outskirt of Bridgeport to District 97 as well. And so I've attained a little bit more of Saginaw Township. I think one of my borders lines is Center Street. And then beyond Center is the district now. So it hasn't changed too heavy. Unlike some of my colleagues, they have some really, really way out lines that are drawing. Like for one example, I have a colleague from the west side of the state. He's got like Ionia, and he's moving up through Saginaw Township. On the other side of Center, and so it's really odd.
Yeah.
And so I think we'll have like three reps in this area or more. So I'm really excited to get out and reach out to those new areas in Saginaw Township. As I said before, a lot of folks that know me over the years have followed my career in terms of politics, and I think it'll be. I'm looking forward for exciting conversations and asking for their support as we're still in tough times in Lansing, though. This is something really, and I think my experience will bode well in terms of navigating, working on both sides of the aisle, as Senator Horn has done so many times, to do what's best for our region. And that's emphasis on our region. Because when folks look at us, Saginaw Bay County, they look at the region. And so I think I could be a strong representative for our region in terms of getting things done. So I want to share that message and highlight a lot of the collaborative efforts we've had on both sides of the aisle. And the relationship that I have with my colleagues, I think, will help us move forward during this tough time. We're still in a pandemic mode, even though we had some light reductions of COVID, spiking. But there's some reemergence that may occur anytime.
Yeah.
And so I think you need a steady hand at the wheel, if you will, that can navigate and get.
So how is we know tough times in Lansing, but one of the things we keep hearing is that right now, anyway, financially, it's not a tough time. How are the finances for the state right now?
Well, it's a unique situation, and an unprecedented time. We have, a slight surplus, and a lot of these funds, obviously, as you know, are federal dollars, right? We just released $4.7 billion package before we broke on a lot of very good items. There was bipartisan support on. Still have close to $3 billion left. So we have to really be smart about how we disperse those funds. In terms of dispersing funds to something that you can't sustain, I think it's not prudent. And I think a lot of us will agree with that. So we have to be strategic in terms of our infrastructure, those things that are like major one-time amenities. Here's a good case in point. We're trying to develop the downtown corridor in Saginaw County, the Washington corridor, right? We got medical students, we got CMU, and I've had these conversations with Dr. Heen and some others, and even this morning, how to attract those young medical professionals and all those to Saginaw. And so one project we're working on is the Huntington building right downtown there. We're trying to secure the last $8 million, which I have an appropriation ask for that, to redevelop that into apartment complexes where when those students come into town, they'll have a place to stay. We got the Temple Theater. We just had a major, beautiful event. America was showcased down there in terms of the merging of the Temple and the Art Museum. I mean, so those amenities are attraction, right? And create that environment where we can have folks come and live and then play and then work in the same area. That's pretty unique. And I'm really excited about our opportunities for that medical corridor development.
You mentioned that medical corridor, and there is a move afoot to try and convince CMU to move the medical school to Saginaw.
Yes,
and
I think with all the ingredients like we just talked about, those are attractive mechanisms, and I think we have to really be methodical about making those key decisions that will sustain our current base, but also. And that's what we've been talking about into our community, our faith, our business community. Dr. Heen and Mark Steinberg have been really catalysts in that effort. I had a lunch meeting with Veronica last week at Fralia's, and we were talking about some of the new innovations and the things they're doing to attract and maintain that continuity here in our region. So, again, you need folks around that can keep those things going.
Yep.
I've been a part of this fabric for many years, and I understand what we're trying to do and the things we've done. And so I'm really excited about the future of our downtown.
All right, Amos, hang on. I got to take a quick break, and then I'll come back with you. We're talking to Representative Amos O'Neal here on WSGW, and we will take a pause and then come back with you here on the Art Lewis Show on WSGW. But first, I want to give away some money. And it is time to do just that with our baseball bucks presented by Stone Specialists. And right now, you can qualify to win the daily cash prize of $1,000 by entering the following word online at WSGW.com. The word is this hour, glove, Glove. You play baseball with a baseball glove. Alpha Media Company-wide contest must be each enrolled to play. One winner chosen each day. Complete rules at WSGW.com. Baseball Bucks presented by Stone Specialists on WSGW.
A good grower always knows the forecast, and with interest rates forecasted to rise in the near future, there's never been a better time to lock in a historically low rate on a new irrigation system at your local Zematic dealer. For a limited time, get an additional 1% interest rate discount on already low financing and the earliest delivery dates in the industry, so your new Zematic pivot is ready to roll this spring. Terms and conditions apply. See your local dealer or visit lindsay.com/spring sale for full details.
The CFOs that get it, get it. The CFOs that don't. Behold the CFO, the Chief Financial Officer. This isn't some bean counter. Today's CFO is critical to the strategy, growth, and profit But in growing companies, there are two kinds of CFOs. One who's struggling to keep up with spreadsheets everywhere, manual processes, errors, and lack of visibility into the numbers. It takes weeks to close the books. And one who's on top of their game. Automated reports, inventory, e-commerce, and HR flow into the financial model seamlessly. Insights coming with the click of a button. This CFO uses NetSuite by Oracle with visibility and control of your financials, inventory, HR, planning, and budgeting. NetSuite is everything you need to grow all in one place. That's why NetSuite is the #1 cloud financial system used by over 29,000 growing businesses. Like I said, the CFOs that get it, get it. The CFOs that don't. Head to netsuite.com/radar for a special one-of-a-kind financing offer. netsuite.com/radar. netsuite.com/radar.
I'm Neil Cavuto, and this is the Fox Business Report.
Stocks lost ground at the open. There's new concern about the impact on COVID shutdowns in China. Stocks in China tumbled today. Interest rates on U.S. Treasuries are higher and oil prices are lower. Twitter shares are losing ground, down 2%. Tesla CEO Elon Musk has decided not to join the Twitter board. AT&T has completed the separation of its film and TV business into Warner Brothers Discovery. The new stock is trading today on the NASDAQ. Shopify is planning to split its stock 10 for 1. The e-commerce software company says the move is to make its stock more accessible to all investors. Though the stock has recently been trading over $600 a share, it was trading over $1,600 early in the pandemic. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Ginny Cosola, invested in you.
Are we about to see the end of the dollar? On March 9th, Biden signed an executive order for digital money piggybacking off Senate Bill 3571. The digital dollar banking firm says it's the ultimate financial censorship tool and a tool for government surveillance of citizens and control over their financial transactions. Protect your savings from Democrats. Get Monetary Gold's free protection guide. Call 888-201-7262. 888-201-7262. 888-201-7262. Paid for by Monetary Gold.
Annette Glenn, working to restore voter trust. Annette Glenn voted to require a photo ID to vote. Take dead people off the rolls. Make it illegal to connect voting machines to the internet. Force the Secretary of State to obey state law. Paid for by Annette Glenn for State Senate.
What's done more to improve overall health and wellness? Modern medicine or personal hygiene? Actually, it's both. But considering that bathing went mainstream in the 1800s and brushing your teeth in the 1900s, isn't it time for something new, like cleaning your nose? After all, your nose is the body's air filter for trapping dirt and germs. The first allergens, bacteria, and viruses from getting into your lungs. But how do you clean your nose? With Navage. Navage isn't medicine, it's more like plumbing. Navage uses powered suction to pull saline in one nostril to the very back of the nose where germs can get trapped and multiply, and then out the other nostril, flushing out mucus and microbes so you can breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier. Join over 2 million others and find out for yourself how refreshing and easy to use Navage is. At Navage.com, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Bed Bath, and Target. Navage. Clean nose, healthy life.
The WSGW Morning Team Show.
The WSW online poll involves Michigan's criminal justice system, with former Detroit Mayor Kwame Kilpatrick, who did spend time in prison for perjury and obstruction of justice. He's promoting an initiative to allow prisoners an opportunity to reduce sentences. It's called the Good Time Ballot Initiative. Could reduce a prison sentence through productive activities such as anger management, rehab from substance abuse, even credit for being a veteran. Michigan is one of 11 states that do not have any earned time or good time laws in place for prison populations. Signature gathering is going on now to try and advance the initiative. Our poll question, would you support a law in Michigan to allow prisoners to reduce their sentences using a good time law or any earned time? Yes, no, or you're not sure. Make your votes by going to WSW.com, scroll down the homepage, find the poll box, and access the vote that way.
The Morning Team Show, weekdays 5:30 to 9 on WSGW.
Bucha massacre is just the tip of the iceberg.
Actual have a war crime trial.
I blame the Russian military.
News.
Title 42.
500,000 people in the next 5 weeks.
Ketanji Brown Jackson, Supreme Court Justice.
News coverage.
On this vote, this nomination is confirmed.
Ketanji Brown Jackson.
to serve on the United States Supreme Court.
News coverage. Scheffler outshines them all at Augusta on WSGW.
All right, we're back with you. With us on the phone is Representative Amos O'Neal. And Amos, let's talk about what's ahead in the legislature with the budget. I mean, how close are we to actually having a budget?
Yeah, we're actually working on that, Art, and looking at the week of the 25th, we should have our subcommittees reporting out the budget to the chairpersons of those appropriations, which is Albert and ours, and Stam is on the Senate side. And looking at like the first week of May, we got a timeline. First week of May, we'll be having floor speeches on the fiscal year 23 budget, and then we always have our conference committee assessment when that'll be done in May. So after we have the back and forth of adjustment budget, the conference committee will look at that and put all that together and then come out hopefully with a package that we all can agree upon before our deadline, 1st of July.
You think it'll happen? I mean, I remember under Governor Schneider, budgets in May, July June were pretty common. And then that went away. Do you think we're going to get back to those spring budgets?
I do. I think so. I think like we were on break for 2 weeks, as you know, but did a lot of community and in-district stuff. But we're all set to go back tomorrow morning. For example, Department of Health and Human Service, we're meeting tomorrow at 8 a.m. To start out, and then we'll have committee meetings. And we'll have another break, as you know, for the week of Ramadan, and then we'll come back. And we just had a appropriations committee meeting this morning on Zoom, and we've got our timelines, and it's going to be a robust movement after we get back on that next week's break and going into our budget deadline. So right now, there are a lot of amendments that have been offered to the subcommittee, and what happens with that, those recommendations are pushed up to the chairpersons of appropriations. And for example, we all have asks. As I said, I have an $8 million ask for the downtown development that we're crossing our fingers that we'll get, as we were talking about that Huntington building, right? That's a major shot in the arm for what we're trying to talk about with the medical students, CMU.
Yep.
If we get that, I think that would be an anchor for us. Art. So,
has the old, just out of curiosity, I'm sorry, the old Second National Bank building, the Huntington building, I was under the impression it had been sold. Has it been sold?
I don't know if it's been sold, but I know that the partners that we lobbied with in Lansing, who are working on behalf of that building developer, they may have rights to it, and I don't have the final details on ownership. That building is transferred owners for many times, as you know.
And from what I understood, they were going to use it in mixed use, where you'll have the apartments, condos, things of that nature, but there'll also be office space and businesses on the retail level. So that'd be a nice addition for downtown, wouldn't it?
Exactly. And as we were saying before the break, with that in mind, that'll be a big shot in the arm for our riverfront development opportunities. We have a strong riverfront development committee, and we got new condos coming on Old Town, as you know. In addition to the ones we currently have, and so that's going to be exciting. And so we've started, Art. We got some good traction there, got good support, and we just have to keep working at it. See, all these things we're seeing now have been in the works for years, and planning and negotiating, and manifestation of a lot of the hard work a lot of us have put in, right?
Well, we need to turn the corner so we stop losing population. We need to gain population.
Right.
Need to get Saginaw back over the 50,000 mark to start with, to say the least.
Exactly. And, to add to that, one thing that we talked about this morning in terms of how you get folks to come back into our area. Education. When folks think about communities, one of the first things they ask, how are the schools? So, and we talked about this at our superintendent's meeting this morning. All of us have to be, we have to all float. Different, right? Freeland district has different needs than, Saginaw district. But we all, as leaders, superintendents and legislators, we have to sit down with all the stakeholders involved and talk about how do we want to look 15, 20, 30 years from now, right?
Yep.
And then create opportunities for all students to have a chance, Art. That's, you talk about investments. When you make an investment, you want to see returns over years, right? And that's what we have to do in terms of education. And I think with the governor's budget, and the superintendents agreed this morning, that in her budget, the Michigan Department of Education are in that top strategic plan items are in that budget. So they were really excited about that, and so this is a once turnaround table in terms of investment in education we haven't seen before. And trajectory of education has been on the decline for the past 20 years. All right. So if we're serious, which I know we are, well, we got to make those investments to go with our revenue.
Well, yeah, I think it's obvious people of the city of Saginaw were serious when they passed a $100 million bond proposal, and now we're going to have
a
whole new school district for all practical purposes. Yeah, go ahead.
That's right. Very true.
So I think first of all, I think the citizens of Saginaw, the city of Saginaw, deserve a pat on the back for it. And
that's right.
It's going to be an attractive system. It should attract people back in.
And just to that point, our March has been reading month, but obviously we've gone into April. Some of my experiences, I was at Hanley this last week. I spoke to the second all the way through the fifth graders. And I'm telling you, my first class was second graders. I tell you, just the intellectual level intelligence of those students, it really flowed at the same time, because we were having conversations, and these students, second graders, they were engaged. They were engaged in world issues. And I stopped several times. The principal said in there with me, you can confirm this with her. I stopped 3 or 4 times and said, "Excuse me, what grade of students are we having here?" And that was consistent all the way through the 5th grade. And it was so exciting to see and to hear how our students are being educated. And I'll tell you, I see the hard work our teachers are doing. This has been a tough year and a half. But kudos and all those administrative staff we got something to be proud of.
Well, we hear enough negative news every now and then. We really have to hear this positive news and how the students are doing, and it's good to hear that.
Yes,
good to hear it.
So it really makes you feel good. I told the students that they asked things that I do. I said, when I make decisions, particularly education, and I'm being here like this, I see your faces. Yeah. And I encourage all my colleagues, elected officials, city, county, to get in those environments so you can see and hear and feel what's going on.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, learning's going on in our schools. I've been there. I've been going to schools every week, 2 or 3 schools a week, just reading and talking, to the older students. And I'm so excited about what's going on. It's not what we hear. Our students are learning, our educators are teaching, and our students are excited. I'm telling you, I saw it firsthand.
All right. Well, listen, Amos, I thank you for your time this morning, and we'll have to get the 2 members of the Black Hat Society back together again.
Oh, yes, we do. We have to do that too.
We'll give you a call. Take care, my friend. Yep. Okay. I've got mine close by. Have a good one.
You.
Take care, Amos.
You as well.
Bye now. Representative Amos O'Neal, the reference to the Black Hat Society. He wears a black cowboy hat, and so do I. So we formed the Black Hat Society. Anyhow, we're going to have open phones for the remainder of the hour. 989-752-6111. We'll put you in touch with us. Whatever you'd like to chat about, we'd love to talk to you. So give us a call.
Hi, this is Jessica. Have you given your child the opportunity to get a healthy financial start? By opening a U13 account at United Financial, your child can start learning the benefits of saving. We offer a variety of perks for our young members too. A special 6-month certificate of deposit, additional rewards for saving, and for good grades. Hey teens, did you know we have an account just for you? Open your first checking account and debit card at the credit union, and we will also share important tips on how to best manage your new account. Visit our website for details and see just how new account with United Financial Credit Union.
Federally insured by the NCUA.
We're where you work, where you live. United Financial Union. Serving the Valley community.
If you owe the IRS back taxes, then get ready to pay up. The IRS has giant private collection agencies actively tracking down folks who owe the IRS. So if you think dodging them was stressful in the past, it's going to get a whole lot tougher. Optima Tax Relief has this advice. Don't wait. Solve your tax problems now before it's too late. Works to stop the demand letters, stop the aggressive collection actions, and stop the IRS collectors from targeting you. Ask Optima about the Fresh Start Initiative, one of the biggest breaks the IRS has ever offered. If you qualify, you could... Nobody knows this program better than they do. Optima is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, and they get results, having resolved over $1 billion their clients. Get a fresh start. Call today for your free consultation.
Call 800-364-9188. 800-364-9188. 800-364-9188.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Message and data rates may apply. Please don't text and drive.
We're planning a trip to Spain later this year.
But our Spanish is...
It's pretty bad. So we're using Babbel.
Babbel's conversation-based method teaches you real-life words and phrases. And with Babbel's interactive, remember what you learned.
There's no easier way to learn another language.
Ahora hablamos español.
He just said now he speaks Spanish.
Babbel, language for life. Now try Babbel for free. To $64,000 to start learning a new language today. RADIO to $64,000.
Do you promise to love, honor, and cherish, forsaking all others?
I do.
I do.
And now, by the power vested in me, I now pronounce you roommates. Go forth.
That's not the vow you took. But if struggles with CPAP have you and your spouse sleeping in separate rooms, it might. Inspire. Inspire works inside the body with just a click of a remote. That's right, just a button. No. Sleep. Inspire. Sleep apnea innovation.
Talk to your doctor to see if Inspire is right for you. Review important safety information at inspiresleep.com.
Yeah, I'm so stressed. Our business is growing. We've got people all over now.
Ooma.
What is that? Meditation?
I'm recommending Ooma and their all-in-one phone, video, and collaboration solution.
Ooma?
Yep. Switching to Ooma is a cinch. Just $24.95 per month per user, plus taxes and fees.
Ooma.
Now you're feeling it. Visit Ooma.com. That's OOMA.com to learn more. Ooma. Smart computer business.
How do you make the most of your land? If you ask the Wrens, who run with us on a John Deere mower, they tell you,
I mow first, then I do all the trimming.
But the Hubbards, who work behind the wheel of a John Deere compact tractor, would say,
if it's something you want, just go after it and try it.
Then there's the Mosers, who they mention from the seat of their John Deere Gator UTV.
You can't be all work and not play.
Most of your land. Learn how to make the most of yours at Deere.com. Nothing runs like a Deere.
Check swing shot fair down the third base line. Just a quick little stroke and he punches it into the corner. In to score comes Meadows. Jamer Candelario RBI double.
The Tigers play. On 790 News Radio WSGW. Broadcasting from the premier kitchen and bath gallery showroom and design center studios. This is WSGW.
All right, we're back with you here on WSGW, and we'll go back to our phones. Russ is in Bay City. Russ, good morning.
Good morning, Art. You mentioned to the representative that you believe that Saginaw had to increase its population again.
Yep.
And I can't. When I was young, and the people who ran the show in Saginaw lived in the city. They created a city that they actually wanted to live in and raise their family in. And that's not the case today. the people running the show in the city of Saginaw don't live there. They wouldn't want to live there. The last thing on earth they'd want is
Oh,
to
come on, Russ. Don't get so dramatic about it. Don't get so dramatic about it. I know a lot of people in the city, and there are those that do live in the city.
Run the city?
Some, yeah. Not all, but some. But remember this, Russ. Remember this, Russ. At one time, for example, those who served the city, for example, police, fire, and etc., they had to live in the city. It was required. State law changed, not city law. State law changed to remove that requirement.
Right. I'm not talking about the cops and the firemen. I'm talking about the business owners. I'm talking about the movers and shakers, the people that hang out at the Saginaw Club. Realistically, what percentage of those people
I don't know.
in the center? Yeah, of course not.
Well, you don't know either, though.
That's what I'm talking
But
about.
you don't know either.
I can look at what happened to the city of Saginaw, and you can see well, we can deny what we want or we can admit what we want, but if you want to make the population of the city get bigger, start by making the city a place the people who run it would want to live in and raise their families.
I'm not disagreeing with that, but I'm not blaming them for what's happened either, because when I moved here in 1970, the auto industry employed about 30,000 people. Now it's less than 5. Where do you think those people went? They had to leave, didn't they? They had to go someplace where there was work. So that has a lot to do with it, doesn't it? I know you want to blame a few individuals. You want to blame a few individuals who don't live there, but I'm telling you, it's a lot more than that.
It's the only thing that has to do with it. It's the only thing I ever mentioned. Oh, it's just the auto industry. Well, that was 30 years ago. Saginaw has to get over that. And
Well,
we have to create a reason for people to live there today. Not 30 years ago. That's not.
Well, I think they're doing a pretty good job of redeveloping a lot of Saginaw. Okay. And I think the school district is going to be a big plus, too, with the new school and everything being built up. They're working on it. It doesn't happen overnight. They didn't lose population overnight, and they're not going to get it back overnight.
Okay, but I just firmly believe that don't tell us, show us. Create a city that you want to live in, and then people will move back.
All right, fair enough.
So that's my opinion on it.
That's what it's all about.
You have a great day.
Yeah, you too, Russ. Bye-bye now. Saginaw Bay City, 752-6111. That is and actually everywhere, 989-752-6111. And, there's been a lot of things that contribute to the decline of not just Saginaw, but other cities around the country, too. Building it back is a long process. You can lose it faster than you can get it back. And I think that there are a lot of positives. Yeah, sure, there's negatives, but that's true everywhere. But there are negatives. There's no doubt about it. And I think that there are a lot of good people working on cures, whether they live in a city or not. They want a better city because that's better for everybody. Better for everybody. All right, we're going to take a break, and then we will be back.
Imagine this, winning big at Soaring Eagle with the all-new Ascend Sportsbook. That's right, sports betting is here. Now you can watch and wager on sports in every season all year round. So bring your crew and grab a front row seat for all the action. It's real sports betting now at the Ascend Sportsbook, only at Soaring Eagle Casino and Resort. Your getaway reimagined. SoaringEagleCasino.com for complete rules and details.
Hi, this is Joe Cordell with the law firm Cordell & Cordell. Divorce can be complicated, especially if children are involved. If you're a father and want to protect your role in your children's lives, remember Cordell & Cordell. We've helped men with matters like these for 30 years, and we'd love to help you.
Contact Cordell & Cordell to schedule an appointment with one of our firm's Detroit area attorneys, a partner men can count on. Offices in Troy and Ann Arbor. Online at CordellCordell.com. That's CordellCordell.com.
It can be dangerously easy to steal your identity during tax season because so much sensitive info is all together.
Before we start the annual meeting of Sean's personal info, has anyone seen Social Security number?
Not me.
Nope. Stolen.
LifeLock by Norton makes it easy to help protect yourself. If you become a victim, we'll work to fix it. No one can monitor all transactions, but you can save up to 25% off your first year with promo code NEWS at LifeLock.com. Identity theft protection starts here.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit beefy, or even with type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Affordable term life insurance is out there. Call Term Provider and speak with Big Lou at 800-481-1458, 800-481-1458, or visit biglou.com. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too.
Hi, can I take your order?
300 double cheeseburger meals, please.
You know, maybe instead of going to the construction crew every day, you should just order through EasyCater. Food arrives on time and as ordered.
Oh, yeah?
Also, you'll stop taking out our drive-thru speaker with your backhoe.
What?
Look out for that.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Some food just doesn't work at work, but EasyCater just does. Food for work, on time, and as ordered from over 82,000 restaurants. Order 24/7 at easycater.com.
Okay, that was me. Sorry.
Hi, this is Mike Avery. You know you can hear my outdoor magazine show Sunday mornings, 9 till noon on WSGW. But now there's another option. Saturday morning, 6 till 9. Tune in for the latest outdoor news and information, hunting and fishing tips, wildlife and conservation issues, even some wild game cooking. That's Outdoor Magazine now on Saturday mornings too, 6 on WSGW 790 AM and 100.5 FM.
On the next Markley Van Camp and Robbins show.
Well, the FBI lied again.
How are we going to hold these people accountable?
Federal Bureau of Liars.
Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins. Weekdays at noon on 100.5 and 790.
All right, back with you here at WSGW. A few minutes left in this hour. Chris is in Saginaw Township. Chris, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Art. Thank you for giving me a few moments just to express an opinion. I was listening to Representative O'Neal, and he mentioned that he was at Handley School, and I have two grandchildren in the 5th grade. And, you know, we hear a lot of bad things about Saginaw City in particular, but let me tell you, Handley School is a real gem. It's a real gem. It's very diverse. We were at an event the other day, a walkathon, a fundraiser they were having at the school, and you just see these kids mix and play together. You know, there's no such thing as racial differences. They're all kids, they're all enjoying themselves, and they enjoy learning, and it's a credit to Handley School for what they've done.
Yeah, the Handley School, they're also all smart, aren't they? They're all very, very smart.
They are pretty darn smart, I know. Yeah. And we're so thankful our two grandkids are really learning a lot, and really their minds are just exploding. It's just a marvelous school, and thanks to Mrs. Miller and her previous principals who were there, who set this school up, and you just wish them all the very best for the future.
Absolutely. Well, listen, we need to hear more of that. We often, you know, the negatives make the news,
Yes, they do.
and sometimes you have to search and pull out the positives, and it's nice to hear it every now and then.
Absolutely, and just one other. My statistics may be a bit off, but I know a little while ago, I think there were 94% of all the kids in Handley met or exceeded the national standards for reading, writing, and maths.
Yeah.
94% of the school.
Yep.
In every grade. Amazing, just amazing.
Yep, it is,
Thanks,
and
Art.
I can't
Appreciate
wait.
it.
I can't wait to see the new Saginaw School District when they get everything built and put in place.
Oh,
It's going to be a gem.
it's going to be so exciting.
Absolutely.
And that's going to be it's going to be a tremendous draw for people that want to start sending their children back to schools in the city.
You bet.
God bless.
All right,
God
thanks
bless.
for calling. Appreciate it, Chris.
Thank you so much.
Have a good one. Bye-bye now. Listen, it's nice to hear that. You know, how often do we hear the negatives? All the time. Some negative after this, negative after that, negative. But every now and then, you really got to sit back and say, really, is it all that bad? And the answer is no. There's a lot of good going on. A lot of good going on. I wasn't going to bring this up, but I'm going to bring it up anyway. We don't talk too much about it, but there is a dissension in the support world of Donald Trump, which some call Trump world. Donald Trump, at a speech in North Carolina, has come out and endorsed Dr. Mehmet Oz, Dr. Oz, the TV doctor, who is running for the Senate in Pennsylvania. And it is a barn burner of a race. Dr. Oz is not the favorite, and you've heard him a lot on Hannity. Hannity has him all the time. Dr. Oz is not the favorite of some of the very conservative members of the Trump support, primarily because they believe he's flip-flopped on abortion, and they don't believe that he's as solid a conservative as he makes out to be, and that he wouldn't follow the Trump path of programs and things of that nature. So within the Trump base of support, there is a lot of dissension. You don't hear that too often. But this particular endorsement for the president has riled up a lot of his supporters, and some are fearing that that support base may go into meltdown because of this endorsement. It'll be interesting to watch it and see it, and hear what others have to say about it. But it's one of the few times you see a story generated by the right about dissension on the right because of something that the president did, like, for example, an endorsement. So, be interesting. The other political story out there is that the 2024 hopefuls are already seeking out the dark money, the money that, PACs and things like that can be pledged to them. The money that you need to get early on, because if you don't, it disappears because others get it, and it is going to be a real knockdown drag out. Every candidate seeking the White House in 2024 will have to start disclosing their campaign fundraising and spending once they officially declare their campaigns. So in the meantime, they get all this dark money lined up so they don't have to do that before they officially announce. There's ways around everything, And who's getting some of the money? Well, let's see. Who are some of the candidates right now that are in line for some of this dark money from a variety of PACs? Advancing American Freedom, Mike Pence is their choice. America 101, Ben Sasse is their choice. America First Works, Donald Trump. America One Policies, Tom Cotton. And America United, Larry Hogan. Building Back Together, that's Joe Biden. Champion American Values Fund, Mike Pompeo. Opportunity Matters Network, Tim Scott. Stand for America, Nikki Haley. Stand Up to China, Marco Rubio. Stronger, Farther Forward, Phil Murphy, Democrat. And Win the Era Action Fund, Pete Buttigieg. Two Democrats, aside from the president, which is surprising. So be prepared to hear a lot more about it because the money is beginning to flow. We will take a break, come back, and close out this hour.
Your day starts before the sun rises. Once your boots hit the ground, you head out to a field, a barn, or a tractor. As stewards of the land, you know anything worth doing is worth doing right. At Farm Bureau Insurance, we've always believed in and practiced this same philosophy. From heaving bales and weaning calves to spring seeding and fall harvests, it's all about an honest day's work. Knowing your insurance provider is rooted in Michigan offers comfort. At Farm Bureau Insurance, the experience you get with our local trusted advisors is different. From financial security to a helping hand, Farm Bureau understands the experience matters. Find an agent who can protect what matters to you.
Find your coverage in Vassar, Millington, and Mayville. Call Denny Miller at 989-823-8493.
Rob tried to manage his constipation with belly pain, discomfort, and bloating day after day. After realizing it was irritable bowel syndrome with constipation or IBS-C, he found another way and finally said yes to adding.
Linzess, or linaclotide, is a prescription medicine that treats IBS-C in adults. Linzess works differently than laxatives. It lets you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. These symptoms were studied in combination, not individually. Do not give Linzess to children less than 2 years old. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. There could be more to your story with IBS-C. Talk to a doctor today. Say yes to Linzess. Learn more. Call 1-800-LINZESS. Sponsored by AbbVie and Ironwood Pharmaceuticals.
RocketGrabPlus.com. This week's deal on RocketGrabPlus.com is for Saginaw Jelly Ball, located at 906 Lapeer Avenue in downtown Saginaw. You are going to get a team of 12 for Jelly Ball for only $150. Saginaw Jelly Ball is the first ever 3D blacklight Jelly Ball arena in the country and Michigan's only 3D Jelly Ball arena, just blocks away from the Dow Event Center. Head to RocketGrabPlus.com right now to snag your deal.
RocketGrabPlus.com. Listen to this station on Odyssey. Odyssey is your new audio home for all the music, news, sports, and podcasts that matter to you. Odyssey. That's AUDACY.
That'll do it for the Art Lewis Show for today. We'll be back with Focus. We're going to focus on Rocket Grab Plus, tell you about a lot of the good deals that are in the store. Talk to you after the news.
From the Premier Kitchen and Bath Gallery Studios, WSGW, Saginaw, Bay City, Midland, WSGW-FM, Carlton.
This is CBS News on the Hour, your home for original reporting.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez in New York. The new years of new Russian onslaughts in Ukraine. Correspondent Holly Williams says there's been a change of the military guard at the very top, the former commander of Russia troops in Syria.
General Alexander Dvornikov is the man who's now in charge of Russia's invasion of Ukraine. General Dvornikov's appointment follows a catalogue of Russian military failures. Russia's now switching its focus to eastern Ukraine.
Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky pushed for more help from the U.S. and Western allies in an interview with 60 Minutes' Scott Pelley inside his war rooms in Kyiv.
They have to supply weapons to Ukraine as if they were and their own people. If they don't speed up, it will be very hard for us to hold on against this pressure.
There is pressure for Germany and other countries to stop doing business with Russia. CBS's Ed O'Keefe.
India is also a customer of Russian oil, and that's expected to be a big topic of conversation today when President Biden speaks virtually with India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi. India is also one of those countries that buys military equipment from Russia, and they haven't taken punitive steps against the Putin regime. It's also likely to be part of the conversation.
President Biden is set to announce new rules on ghost guns made from 3D printers, an online kit. Serial numbers. Law enforcement officials say that makes them next to impossible to track down. Shannon Watts, founder of Moms Demand Action, will be at the White House for the announcement.
It begins with being on record for having bought the ghost gun in the first place. So that is an important part of this, which is to have a background check, just like anyone would to either buy or assemble a firearm.
There's no end in sight to the threat of severe weather, this time from the central south to the upper Midwest. Here's CBS's Jim Krasula.
The National Weather Service is predicting a major 3-day severe weather outbreak, including tornadoes. Today's threat area runs from Texas to southern Illinois, with Arkansas expected storms. A developing winter storm has prompted blizzard warnings in parts of Montana and the Dakotas.
COVID cases have been ticking up in Philadelphia. City health officials are expected to decide today whether to bring back indoor mask mandates. Health Commissioner Dr. Cheryl Bettigol.
Philadelphia is unique in that we are the poorest big city in the country.
making us more vulnerable to COVID-19 than many places in the country.
Cases fueled by the BA2 variant of Omicron are up 1% in Philly compared to 2 weeks ago. Hospitalization rates remain low. Dow down 144. This is CBS News.
There's always something new under the sun. CBS Mornings, weekdays on CBS.
Create the backyard of your dreams with Menard's huge selection of landscape and patio block and get 11% off. Whether it's a spacious patio, a decorative walkway, or flawless landscaping, you'll find the perfect blocks for your project. Holland pavers are 2 for $1 after 11% rebate. Get 11% off everything now at Menards. Good through April 16th. Savings are a mail-in rebate. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
Save big money at Menards.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See, employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
You can unlock more cash than you realize from your home's equity with a cash-out refinance today. In the last year, average home values have gone up nearly 20%. And with Rocket Mortgage, you can unlock thousands in less than 3 weeks. But you've got to act right now before rates go up. So when you're looking to unlock the cash in your home, Rocket can. Call 833-8. Go to rocketmortgage.com to get started.
Rates current as of 12/12/21. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender license in all 50 states. And MLS ConsumerAccess.org. Number 3030. Call 800-490-1233 for disclosures and cost information.
Live from the 100.5 and 790 newsroom. This is WSGW News.
Partly cloudy skies and 58 degrees at 11:05. Good morning, I'm Mike Percha. A 41-year-old Buena Vista Township man is accused in the murder of his wife and shooting another man. 32-year-old Margaret Welch was shot and killed Saturday around 9 a.m. Prospect Street. A 22-year-old man also suffered a non-fatal gunshot wound. Police say the suspect, 41-year-old DeAndre Welch, fled the scene and led police on a chase into Genesee County. He was finally arrested and taken to a local hospital for wounds suffered from a canine officer and unrelated medical conditions. Buena Vista police were assisted by several other police departments in Saginaw and Genesee counties. Dow has announced an agreement to take a minority stake in the Hanseatic Energy Hub and is working with HEH's current members to advance Germany's capabilities to import supplies of liquefied, bioliquefied, and synthetic natural gas of an import terminal. Here's WSGW's Rick Antonio.
Currently, Germany receives half of its natural gas through Russian pipelines and has no liquid natural gas regasification or import facilities. HEH plans to build and operate an import terminal for liquefied gases on Dow's Stade Industrial Park in Germany. The project is expected to be operational by 2026. Neil Carr, president of Dow Europe, says the venture allows Dow to make a significant contribution to transforming the energy supply in Germany in support of its 2045 climate targets, while increasing the competitiveness of Stade, a site important for serving Dow customers throughout Europe. Rick Antonio, News Radio 100.5 and 790.
Michigan Lieutenant Governor for today to visit the Sanford Dam, highlighting the historic infrastructure investments of the Building Michigan Together plan, including $200 million to rebuild the dams that failed after severe flooding in May of 2020. Gilchrist will be joined by the Sanford Village President Dolores Port and Dave Kepler, President of the Four Lakes Task Force. WSGW News Time, 11:07.
Don't just like to lawn, love to lawn with the Cub Cadet XT Enduro Series. Head to Wolfhouse Ace Hardware, your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer today, and see how the fastest growing lawn tractor is setting the standard for performance and comfort. Cub Cadet is delivering more strength, more versatility, and more durability in one lineup that now features the fully electric XT1, and the dealer-exclusive XT2. The XT Enduro Series also offers extra tough fabricated and stamped decks, breakthrough cutting and bagging performance, incredibly responsive handling, and an ergonomically designed operator station with an adjustable seat for incredible comfort, all backed by strong warranties and the genuine parts, accessories, and trained service technicians only Woolfiles can provide. For expert advice, superior service, and exceptional offers, visit Woolfiles Ace Hardware, 5818 State Street, Saginaw, where customer service still exists.
It's the sound of a good deal. That's music to your ears.
WSGW News Time, 11:08. The weather forecast is coming up next. Grand Rapids Police plans to release a video of a deadly shooting involving a police officer by the end of the week. The announcement was made as hundreds of people protested over the weekend. 26-year-old Patrick Loyola was shot and killed a week ago after he was pulled over for a license plate issue, and police say he fought with an officer before being shot. Loyola's father says they came to the U.S. from the Congo in search of a better life. He claims dashcam video from Michigan State Police shows his son being shot in the back of the head while Patrick was laying face down. Police have not said what the video reveals. Inflation, gas prices, and food costs are all skyrocketing, but there are ways to save. Here's Michigan News Network.
Rod Griffin is the Senior Director of Consumer Education for Experian and says make a spending plan and also check your credit report.
Your credit history and your credit scores affect all sorts of things beyond lending decisions. It's not just about getting a credit card or a loan. It can also be about getting lower deposits for a new rental. It can be savings for utility service. It can help you get that cell phone at a better rate. So taking steps to improve your credit score is really important as well.
You can check your personal credit report as often as you like, and it will not affect.
For the first time in more than a month, gas prices have dropped below $4 a gallon. AAA's Michigan weekly surveys shows prices averaging around $3.95, down 9 cents from last week and 31 cents from a month ago. Some of the most expensive gas prices are in Traverse City, Marquette, and Ann Arbor, where prices are still over $4 a gallon. The least expensive prices are found in Grand Rapids, Lansing, and in Saginaw. When you see news happening, call the WSGW newsroom at 752-079. 10, I'm Mike Percha.
Here is your WSGW Weatherology forecast. For today, we'll see a chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms across the area, high temperatures staying around 65, and winds out of the southwest between 15 and 20. For later on tonight, we'll see partly cloudy conditions and a low around 38. On Tuesday, we'll see lots of sunshine and highs near 62, with a south wind at about 5 to 10. Showers and thunderstorms likely Tuesday night, lows around 49. And then thunderstorms likely on Wednesday, with high temperatures staying around 70. I'm meteorologist Nick Carlisle with the WSGW forecast. Right now it's 56.
Now, it's time to focus as WSGW presents the people, the places, the businesses, the culture, the area events and activities, all put into focus on 100.5 and 790 News Radio WSGW and online WSGW.com.
And pleasant good morning. Welcome back. Welcome to another edition of Focus here on WSGW, brought to you by RoofMax, the safe, proven, and affordable alternative to expensive asphalt shingle roof replacement. Find out about RoofMax online at roofmax.com or call Ben at 989-859-6751. That's RoofMax with 2 X's. We're going to spend some time this morning on Focus looking at rocketgrabplus.com. But before we do that, just received a press release from Northwood University. This is kind of important. They have a career closet. This is a student-led activity. And what they do is they collect clothing and attire that can be worn for interviews from students that maybe can't afford nice clothes. and it's part of Professor Chelsea Butcher's sustainability science class. And they're working on this Northwood University Career Closet. So they're asking the community to donate business attire for job interviews. They're seeking all sizes of neutral and basic attire, including blazers, blouses, dress shirts, undershirts, button-up shirts, suits, dress pants, skirts, tights, khakis, and dresses. In addition to dress shoes, briefcases, ties, jewelry, watches, belts, and socks. And you can drop them off at Career Services this week, the Admissions Freedom Center, Dow Commons, the Church Building, and the Sloan Family Building on Northwood's Midland campus, located, of course, in Midland. So if you have things you can donate, what a great idea for the students to do that, so other students can get out and find careers and get ready for the work world. All right. So let's talk about Rocket Grab Plus. Rocket Grab Plus, where you sign up, you go to rocketgrabplus.com and you spell out the word PLUS plus. You sign up, costs you nothing. What it does, though, is provide you first glimpse at Rocket Grab Plus deals. And the way that's done is when you sign up, they will email you every time there is a new deal, usually on Thursdays, but once in a while, some extras. And you decide whether you want the deal or not. I mean, nobody's twisting your arm to buy it. It's up to you to decide if it's something that interests you. And you save at least 50%. So we're going to give you some examples of that right now. This one is probably, I think, in the history of Rocket Grab, one of the most unique opportunities we've ever offered. This is a gift certificate. It's a $300 gift certificate for $150 for a team of 12 for Jelly Ball at Saginaw Jelly Ball, located at 906 Lapeer in Saginaw. For those of you that don't know about Jelly Ball, this is a new low-impact jelly ball that you use, and you have these low-powered jelly ball guns that you run around an obstacle course. And this is a this is a dark course, one of the only ones in the country. Saginaw Jelly Ball is the first ever to offer 3D backlighted jelly ball arenas to the country, and Michigan's only 3D jelly ball arena, located, as I mentioned, in downtown Saginaw, just a couple of blocks from the Dow. $300 value for $150 gets you a team of 12 to play Jolly Ball. And this is good for almost a year. This certificate is good through April 14th of 2023. So if you want to have some fun, get some of your friends together, go out and have a round of Jelly Ball. Sounds like a good time, actually. Here is 2 4-packs of breakfast brats at JB's Market in Munger for only $5. It's a $10 value. Again, this is 2 packs of breakfast brats, JB's Market, JB's breakfast brats. And you'll eat them in the morning with your eggs, on a bun, however you want to do it. And JB's Market in Munger, you can see all kinds of wonderful offerings. And this, by the way, is roughly a quarter pound per brat. 2 4-packs, that's 8 brats, for only $5. That is a very, very good deal, to say the least. Take a little time here to take care of some business, like the business of, let's say, giving away some money. Time to play WSGW's Baseball Bucks, presented by Stone Specialist. Right now, you can qualify to win the daily cash prize of $1,000 by entering the following word online at WSGW.com. And the word this hour is Louisville, like in Louisville Slugger.
Louisville, Louisville. It's an Alpha Media company-wide contest. Must be 18 or older to play. One winner chosen each day. Complete rules at WSGW.com. Baseball Bucks presented by Stone Specialists here on WSGW. And while you await word as to whether or not you're a winner, you might want to get a good night's sleep. And, theoretically, what is a good night's sleep? Well, they tell you should spend about 8 hours a night, 7 to 9 hours, about a third of your life in bed. And you can get a good night's sleep with a quality mattress from Sanitary Mattress. Now, you can visit all the so-called sleep stores. You can rest assured mattress you're using is manufactured right here in the Great Lakes Bay region to your specifications. Your dollars are spent and they stay right here in our local economy. Your time in bed may be cut short by today's demanding world, but don't be fooled. You can still get a quality good night's sleep on a Sanitary Mattress. And by the way, they feature 1 hour delivery window of your mattress to your home. If you have an RV or a boat, Sanitary Mattress will custom make a mattress for you. That is something the box stores can't do. Visit the Sanitary Mattress factory and showroom serving this area since 1935. Set your GPS to 5343 Janes Road in Saginaw, just east of the Harry Brown Airport. Visit them on the web at sanitarymattress.com or call them at 989-753-1757. Sanitary Mattress. Give them a call.
Do you promise to love, honor, and cherish, forsaking all others?
I do.
I do.
And me, I now pronounce you roommates. Go forth.
That's not the vow you took. But if struggles with CPAP have you and your spouse sleeping in separate rooms, it might be time to look into Inspire. Inspire works inside the body with just the click of a remote. That's right, just a button. No mask, no hose, just sleep. Inspire. Sleep apnea innovation.
Talk to your doctor to see if Inspire is right for you. Review important safety information at inspiresleep.com.
The Whatever Loan at Members First Credit Union just got better. It's now being offered all year long. This means you can get a whatever loan whenever. Now available year-round. The Whatever Loan at Members First Credit Union gives you money when you need it most. Use it on groceries, utilities, whatever else life throws your way. Apply online at mfcu.net or stop into your local branch. Get back on your feet with the Whatever Loan from Members First Credit Union. Some restrictions may apply. Federally insured by the NCUA. Equal Housing Opportunity.
We're proud to make Pioneer Sugar for you and your family. Proud to be found in your kitchen, the heart of your home. And it doesn't really matter what you make with Pioneer Sugar, whether it's with our granulated white, light brown, or soft confectioners. It's the memories you'll make using it that will matter the most. Pioneer Sugar, pure and all natural, made from sugar beets grown right here. Could be sweeter than that.
When Gretchen Whitmer used tax dollars for hush money to cover up nursing home deaths and $11 billion unemployment fraud, Annette Glenn pushed a bill banning tax finance gag orders on state employees. Paid for by Annette Glenn for State Senate.
All season long, it's Tigers baseball.
Javi Baez took him right to the wall, and he almost dropped it. Oh, it hit the wall, and then he caught it. Upon further review, Javi Baez has won it for the Tigers on opening day.
Tigers baseball, brought to you in part by
A-Plus Plumbing in Midland,
your local auto Rummel Agency, Mayan Agency,
and Buck Insurance Agency.
Your home for the Tigers is WSGW. This is the premier kitchen and bath gallery showroom and design center studios of WSGW.
All right, we're back with you here on WSGW. It is the Focus program, focusing today on Rocket Grab Plus and some of the great deals that you will find. Here is a $40 gift certificate for $20, half price, to Style Encore. And what they do is they buy and sell gently used women's casual and business clothing, shoes, handbags, and accessories. And they have all the hottest name brands up to 90% off regular retail. It's a $40 certificate. It's yours for only $20, and it's good through the end of March 2023. So you have lots of time to use it.
Again, that is for Style Encore in Saginaw. All right, it's time. The weather's getting nice now. The Aerial Park in Frankenmuth will be opening pretty soon. And here is a $42 value for only $21 for one person to have an adventure at Frankenmuth Aerial Park. And that adventure probably lasts you about 2 hours. And typically, this is admission to the park. It includes a 2-hour weekday or weekend session. And you can select of course, the degree of difficulty depending on you. And you would go online to sign up for a reservation. This is a fabulous park with all kinds of wonderful, exciting ways to climb around trees and zip line and do things like that. And there are degrees of difficulty. There are beginner lines and there are advanced lines, and you get to choose. Typically they say in a 2-hour session, you might get as much as four different trails in. Frankenmuth Aerial Park, $42 value, yours for only $21. Here is a 1-year membership to 120 Fitness. It's normally a $318 value. It's yours for $159. It's an entire year to 120 Fitness in Saginaw. Here is a gift certificate to Applied Training Solutions for a 4-person private 60-minute firearm virtual training event. Again, that is for 4 people, ATS located in the Midland Mall. And it is a $100 value for $50. That's it. Here's a monthly membership to 120 Fitness. If you're not sure if you want to do it for the year, take the monthly membership and try it out. It's a $32 membership for only $16. And One Up Games and Repairs, a $25 gift certificate for $12.50. And they can fix almost anything. And they're located, they actually have 2 locations, Saginaw and Bay City. It's a veteran-owned business, and they buy, sell, and trade and repair video games, consoles, cell phones, arcade games, and more. They can also help you with your tablets, game systems, cell phones, computers. And again, it's a $25 gift certificate for only $12.50. Make sure you are signed up at rocketgrabplus.com. And don't miss all these weekly deals as they come out. We'll take our last break, come back and close out Focus, and get ready to move over to Baird & Company for our ticker tip of the day.
While you're comfortable inside your home or business, the weather takes a toll on your roof. Wind, rain, hail, UV rays, and the heat of the sun cause premature failure of your shingles. Every